Hi guys, welcome back to the Backyard Wood Shop. I'm Tom Ryder. Today I just want to talk briefly about a new addition to the shop. It's the LS Super System. This is the 25-inch. Incra had it on sale about a month ago for a really good price. The shipping was reasonable, so I went ahead and made the move because I do like some of the production value that I saw in some of the videos on what you can do with this fence. So I still love my Craig table and fence. The capacity of it, you know, with the fence, your tops maybe getting eight inches out of it. Pretty much mostly 6 though. So I wanted a bigger capacity router table to add as well. Problem was I didn't have the space, so I went ahead and converted my Outfeed table into a router table as well. I made sure that it was flat, so that's all covered. This whole system moves really nice through all of it, so it works out real well. Locks in place great. It's very solid and rigid. So I'm going to show you some of the quick features that I did to make this work for me. Hopefully it might help you in your shop. Well, let's start off with the table itself. Quite simply, I already have the table. This has been a good Outfeed table for my table saw, and I also use it for assembly. So this table is even going to become even more of a multi-use table in a centralized part of my shop. Now it's going to also do router operations. When I'm not using the router, you know, I just put the bit down below like I have it here, and I can still use it as an assembly table. I've rigged up the Incra so that it's a quick removal, and I'll show you that. Right, so the next thing I did to make my Incra system come off the table quickly is I just put in 4 bolts with some wing nuts on the bottom, and I can take those bolts, push them down. Now they're flat with the table again. I have my Outfeed table back. I can quickly pop those back up, reinstall the Incra fence. I made sure that a reference point would be flush with the back edge of the table, and then my Incra fence will mount flush square every time. So now the first thing you got to do if you want to have a router table, obviously, is to cut a hole to put your router in. So I just made a template for my router plate. You know, just obviously a simple template. Screwed it down, cut a hole. If you're confused on any of that, there's plenty of videos to show you how that's done. Once I had my hole, I reused my Craig levelers since I had just changed them out off of my Craig table. I put Jessams in there, so I had these already. And then the Craig router plate came with my Craig table originally. I got a Master Lift 2 in it, so I was able to use it. Okay, so all I have to do when I want to store the system is just hang it on the wall. I've got a couple double hooks on my pegboard. It's out of the way, easy to get to. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick. Got my 4 bolts popped up. I made the holes snug so that the bolts will stay up for when I want to mount it. And so all I do is line it up, put it even with the bolts, slide it on, make it even with the back, like that. Now I know that my table is back where it should be. I tighten up the wing nuts, and I'm ready to go again. Alright, just real fast, I hope you can see that I've made some dovetails, made a little box here. I just got to put the top and the bottom on it. So the system, I'm starting to understand how it works. It's a little bit of confusing things for me because I'm used to doing things a little differently, but I'm getting used to it. I'm really starting to like it. I hope that my video gave you a few ideas, maybe to save some space in your shop with a table or something that you already have, showing that you can have a really precise piece of equipment like this Incra system, but not have to have a dedicated space for it all the time. So I appreciate you watching my video. Please leave your comments and subscribe. Thank you.